It's the 800 millimeter big beautiful doll. I actually, when they had one of their sales, I got two. I got the Corsair and the doll, and I got a buddy, Mr. Larry, who y'all see all the time. Um, he said he wanted the Mustang, so I went ahead and gave up the Mustang, took the Corsair. I'm more partial to Corsairs anyway. Y'all probably already seen that, but it's not a new bird, you know, but it still looks good. So we just got it all ready to go, and we're gonna go and see what we do. I'm gonna have to hand launch it. He wanted to hand launch it first. So we're gonna do that, and then maybe the next flight will be off the runway. I'll try to get that too, so we can get a takeoff. But he is gonna land it. Obviously, the wheels are on, but he wants me to hand launch it. Then I'm gonna try to get the video after that. And there's your big beautiful doll. We might need to do a battery adjustment, but so that's a takeoff with the 800 millimeter big beautiful doll.
Yeah, it's trimmed, right? This is when I come against the wind. It makes it come up. That's all. Yeah, I ain't taking it out.
So I guess I should say something about the bird. These are, like I said before, I don't know which part of this, you know, everybody's not gonna watch every minute, but if you think about buying one, I think like at the price of these, I think we thoroughly enjoyed them. They were at a point in our flying, I guess, let's say, not experience level, you know. And our flying experience level, these came in clutch because they gave us that cross between, and they're bigger than the 400 millimeter warbirds, but smaller than the big 1.2s and all of that stuff that give you a little bit more pressure to fly. And now we're flying the 1.2s and the 1.1s with no problem, because this was kind of like a step between, which we did hard-headedly get a couple of the big ones before this happened. But you know, hey, it was still fun. And of course it's still fun now because he's still flying it every time I turn around. And he goes through props like crazy, so obviously he's putting some miles on it. Nice, beautiful pass there. All right, coming in. Little stall, little stall.
I think she's looking because she got the wind.
I'm gonna go on the other side. It's at that point in the day when the wind is up pretty high, plus the sun is at a weird place from when you're flying from my normal flight position. And yeah, I got him super nervous by me being over here. So, like I mentioned, I still have the Corsair. I have more flights on that than just about anything. I don't know, the big Corsair might be creeping up on it, the 1.2 E flight, but like, I just love this size. You put it in your truck, it doesn't take any space, it doesn't get beat up, it doesn't get banged up because it's tiny. You can hang it up on a shelf. That I got a shelf in my truck in the back of my van, and it doesn't take up any space. It like I said, it doesn't, because it's not so huge, it doesn't get banged up all the time. You know, you don't constantly keep hitting it with anything you go in the truck for. You know, I just like it. My real gripes behind these is that I think they're big enough that they could have figured out some landing gear that retract. You know, like these little fixed gear, all right, but they definitely take away from your appearance. So, you know, I wish we had retracts on this. Now, I did buy some really tiny retracts that I'm gonna try out eventually someday, so maybe I'll do a video on that when I retrofit those in on my Corsair. And I did get some ones that do, I had cut it all out for the ones that go in like a Mustang, figuring I didn't need it to be perfectly scale. But then I ended up later getting some that actually do a 90 turn. So I don't know which way I'm gonna do it, but I kind of cut the foam out already. So I'll probably go ahead and commit to the ones that turn in like a Mustang, going from out to in on the retracting. But yeah, that'll be a good thing when I can ever get that finished. I got so many projects that I'm interested in doing right now that's kind of backburnered. But I'm gonna get to it eventually. Got an 810 by Dynam I'm working on. That might come before it, and then that'll be up. All right. All right, I'm behind the pilot. Looks like a pretty calm landing to me. You should just take off again. Look like it would go perfect.